Hello, my name is Muzala, and today we will be talking about GitHub. So, what is GitHub? GitHub is an online software code hosting platform for collaborating and working on projects online. GitHub is basically a um, cloud hosting service which allows you to work on projects remotely or with many users online. And yeah, it's free to use, and we will just be showing you I'll just be showing you how to log in and just understand GitHub as a whole. So first of all, you need an account. You log in on any browser. GitHub is free to sign up for the basic package. So I'm just going to go into my account, and once you get into GitHub, you'll come to the main page, which is basically um, just this is the main hub. So since you can collaborate with other projects, you can create projects. We'll go ahead and start one, which we call repositories in GitHub. So you just click here to start a project. Um, we can basically put in a name, my project. You can give a description of what it is, which is basically any name you want. So a collection of C++ files. You can make it public or private. If it's public, only everyone can see it on the GitHub site, and you can choose who can commit. Committing in GitHub basically means you're allowing them to edit or change your project. Private means it's only going to be used. So we're going to make it private for now. You could add templates, or so if people want to search for specific tags, I'm going to make it C++. So we're adding a C++ files. Then we're going to create a repository. So this is the project, and this is the repository. So when you get when we in a repository, there are different branches. A branch is basically different levels of the project which you can add files to. So one project can have multiple branches. Each branch can have a layer of files which don't interfere with the first or second branch. So you can have multiple projects in one, I mean, multiple files linked together in one project. So we're basically going to add a file to this branch. So we're going to say upload a file. We can basically choose a file which we have on the computer. So we're just going to go to desktop, and we're going to upload a C++ file. I'm going to go to my folder over here and add this one to the file, and there you go. This file has gone straight to the main branch, and there it is. And if you want to open it, you can open the file. GitHub supports various simple text languages and various coding languages. So there is the file I uploaded. You can copy or edit the data, and that counts as committing. So once you edit the data, you can add it back into the branch, and it would add the change. Okay. And when you come here to pull issues, if there's certain issues, you can basically add bugs or features, or any comments. Anyone can add it if it's on public. So people who notice the error with your project, or people you're collaborating on the project with, can basically let you know if there are any issues, and they can write a comment and it will show up. A pull request is basically when you want to collaborate with other people, you can put in a request, and um, it'll show your content to those people, and they can basically comment and change and add new files, or just let you know if there's anything new or anything you want to change. Actions are basically you know, uh, various various companies have added by different cloud services have added their own software and products which you can configure using GitHub. With a certain, you can preview their codes, you can make changes. GitHub is very huge and it supports it's linked with other cloud services. As you can see, there's Alibaba Cloud. You see, there's Alibaba Cloud, Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services. You can deploy containers that power their cloud services. As you can see, you can build a Node JavaScript project and deploy it on an Azure web app. So various programs. GitHub also has its own actions and its own deployables over here. Labeler, Stale, these are all linked with GitHub. You can also download the GitHub software to your computer. GitHub also has a marketplace, which we'll look at later. Coming here to projects, it'll show you your current projects and or completed projects maybe, because this is but maybe when it's public. But yeah, this is my project. And just coming back here, I wanted to show you how to add a secondary branch separate from the main branch. So we will call this new branch and we can basically create it. And you can add separate files to the new branch. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a file and choose my file over there. You can add other comments. I'll just show you now. So then I'm just going to add in my homework for one of my assignments. And I'll just say homework assignment. If I wanted another user to see this, they could look at my code and edit it and then pull it back in my homework. Here we go. And it'll commit the change to the branch. And there we go. There's my code. If I click on it, there it is. If I wanted to run it with a compiler, GitHub has a compiler you can use if you don't have your own on your computer. But yes, it's all. You can also work on software projects and deploy projects. So let's go to this tab for security. Is basically if there are any issues with your codes or if there are any issues with your files that they haven't been checked, you can set up security policies. Maybe you don't want specific people to take your files or edit or push, or when they're committing files to your code, I mean to your project, you the files they add might not be secure. So you can set up secure procedures. And yeah, now we're going to go to the marketplace. So GitHub has a marketplace where you can download applications and other deployables, software if you want to use them. I mean, to help you create your projects or build applications. Some of them are free and some of them cost money. It's got so many IDEs, deployments. It's just a coder and developers and software engineering's dream. Lots of items you can use and download. Some of them are free and some of them are not. GitHub also has their own software. Let's see, I think it's called Git. Yeah, GitHub has their own software. It has their own deployables if you want to deploy. It also has GitHub scripts using the GitHub clients. It's got they have their own software. And let's say you want to look for a specific project, you can search in the pull requests. Let's say you want to search for JavaScript calculator in English or something. It would a whole bunch of people's products from prop up other people's projects who have added them online, other users online. So you can click on their documents and you can check if their projects are accessible. Some of them put them on private, some of them lock them out, but you can access them and you can look at their code, you can look at their program, you can download the files. Yeah, so many things to do on GitHub. Um, GitHub also allows you to basically you can use GitHub storage space to store files into projects. If you for a cloud company, it has you have unlimited storage. Let's look here at the features. I mean the pricing. The free account comes with basically all basic plans. You have unlimited space, you have unlimited repositories. To upgrade only costs $4, but we do get some perks. But as a free user, basically everything is accessible to you. You can check public repositories, you can collaborate with many unlimited users. They changed their policies because recently GitHub you weren't allowed to own a limited number of projects. You could only put a certain number, but it was changed and you can actually access everything. So yeah, these are my other projects which I started on, um, and I'm still in the editing phase of them. But yeah, that's basically GitHub. I would recommend GitHub for developers and software engineers. GitHub also offers free space to store documents, but it's really good for collaborating with projects and working remotely with other users online. So, and you can really get interesting help from other users if you upload a project. If you're trying to work on a project and you need assistance, other users can comment and show you tips. It's also very interesting to learn because there's so many things you can do. GitHub also allows you to learn GitHub as a language. That it has GitHub has its own ways of um, has its own software language called Git. You can learn that. GitHub allows you. It's basically the let's go back in. GitHub is basically the developers' social networking, as it's been known as, because you can actually see, you know, trending topics, trending requests, people asking for help and aiding. There's also a lot of developers, trending developers who can give you tips. There's all the things you need to become a software developer or engineer and just understand code and software programs you can learn through Git. It's not just a cloud storage service. It's a lot of things, and it's just so much to learn. So let's go back to our projects, and which one was it? It was called my new project. Okay, let's look at editing of editing a file we just uploaded. So let's say once you upload a file, let's say you want to edit this file. Maybe I want to make some changes to this code. So I can just click on it. I can just say edit this file. I could change the code. Say let's add a variable. Just change. Let's add some letters, and then we can actually go to preview changes. It will show you what you just changed, and then I can just say commit changes, which means it saves the changes you made. And there you go. Code's been changed. It tells you which contributor changed it. It's me. Other contributors changed it. It would come over here. You can open this file on GitHub desktop, which is basically GitHub for the computer. I can actually download it. It's a 120 megabyte file, and you can actually access GitHub whilst you're on your computer. And the great thing about GitHub desktop is that it has its own code which is called Git. As I said, coding language is called Git, which you can learn through instructional videos. on the GitHub site, and yeah, it's amazing. So going back in, it's convenient for people who want to get more acquainted with GitHub. If you just want to use it casually or just as a storage or just to play around with, you can basically access it online. You don't really need the application on, especially if it's not your computer. But uh, let's go and look at other people's projects, and then we'll just talk about just the different layers, because you can add many files to one project, to one branch, and create a full application split into different files. Like for example, if we come down to here to actions, let's look at C++ make. Build and test C++ projects using make. Let's go to configure. uh, Not this one, sorry. So I wanted to show you, sorry, the marketplace. There we go. Let's look at IDEs, which is basically application that allow you to run code. Look at coding rooms. I don't know if it's free. The free tier, and then you can basically install it. This is the market where you can actually get um, applications, and then you can basically install it, and it takes you to the app, and you can actually install it to your computer. So yeah, you have to create an account, or you can even log in with GitHub. Uh, Then GitHub doesn't necessarily just need to be utilized for coding. You can utilize it for just writing up documents and just saving them at on a cloud service. You can use it as a storage. You don't really need to specifically work on projects. You could store multiple files and you can just mark them as private, and it could be secure, but I would not recommend it, since the security regarding sensitive files is isn't, because other users can access when you display it. I wouldn't recommend putting sensitive files in which you like passport copies, or very case sensitive files. If you're working on a public project or something, GitHub is highly recommended. Uh, okay, and thank you so much. That's all I have, and I hope you enjoyed this video and just learned a bit about GitHub. For more GitHub information, you can click on Explore, which would go and show you more in-depth analysis of GitHub. GitHub also has various documents and files which you can read on how to, create your repositories, and also just, get more acquainted with the GUI of GitHub. And thank you, and enjoy your evening, and enjoy your day, and hope you have a good one.